Hi, Tech Kabay, Jun Tariman here. I'm a journalist and a tech blogger. Finally, after weeks of waiting, I've got this latest prepaid Wi-Fi modem router by PLDT. And here's my review, not only of this device, but also the whole PLDT prepaid package. And my question is this for me? Hi guys, I just received this Wi-Fi modem from PLDT. Actually, I ordered this unit last night after several weeks of waiting for this kind of Wi-Fi. This is a Category 6 LTE advanced prepaid Wi-Fi offered by PLDT, but it's powered by Smart LTE. Okay? So sana mas mabilis ang kanilang signal kaysa pag-deliver ng item na ito. And it's a dual band. That's why it is a category 6. So there are 4 slots here for LAN. LAN 1, 2, 3, 4. The LAN 1 can be used also at the same time as 1. Okay. Then there's a on and off button here and a reset button for the WPS. And this one, what is this? Aha! So there's the terminal for the antenna of the Wi-Fi modem. Again, this is a dual band, the 2.4 gigahertz and the 5.0 gigahertz Wi-Fi band. As I've said, the dual band Wi-Fi router has two antennas, each for the 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz bands. But this unit has no external antenna. Although it has the terminals for the two antennas, but the back says the Wi-Fi signal is delivered via internal antennas. PLDT claims this is 2 times faster than their previous LTE modems. Yes, I can attest to that since this is a Category 6 modem. It is already a dual band, meaning it has the lower 2.4 GHz and the higher 5 GHz band. The Wi-Fi router is aggregating the two signals, making it into one Wi-Fi signal that we can use on our Wi-Fi enabled devices. PLDT is marketing the device as LTE Advanced because this is an upgrade of their previous units, which were Category 2 and 4 Wi-Fi routers. The LTE Advanced uses a Category 6 modem router. When you say Wi-Fi modem router, it is not the ordinary router in your homes that were used for your broadband or fiber connections. As a modem, it is capable of receiving cellular signal and reshare that signal as an internet connection via the router. So, this works like our phones and make it as a hotspot for sharing. And you can monitor or configure the Wi-Fi modem router on the PLDT LTE wireless portal. Here's how to configure the modem or the router. Once you power on the modem router, connect to it using your phone or PC. Use the default password that is found at the bottom of the device. Once connected, go to the PLDT Home Wi-Fi settings. That is PLDT-HomeWiFiSettings.net website on your browser. In the configuration setting, change the names of the two bands and its respective passwords. Initially, the SSID or the service set identifier of this modem router has two names since it has two bands, the 2.4 GHz and the 5 GHz. PLDT assigned the names PLDT Home 45A80 for the 2.4 GHz and PLDT Home 45A80_5G for the 5G band. The SSID is your wireless network name or the name of your Wi-Fi that can be searched on the Wi-Fi channel. So you have to change the default names into your name or whatever you want, like buy your own Wi-Fi. So initially, there are two separate Wi-Fi signals from the device which you can connect, either of the two. But since we need both frequencies at the same time to attain optimum signal, we need to assign same names to the two bands to aggregate them. What will happen if the two bands have different SSID? The result is you can only connect to either of the two. So if you connect to the 2.4 GHz band, you cannot use the 5 GHz band. I noticed that when I connected first to the 2.4 GHz, the signal is slower. So I renamed both SSID with one name, and when I search my Wi-Fi network, it only has one name. On the router, the Wi-Fi channels are set automatically. There's no provision for choosing the uncrowded channels 1, 6, and 11 on this router. So how is the internet connection? As I said, when I was only connected to one of the two bands, particularly the 2.4 GHz, my connection was slow. It improves a lot when the two bands were aggregated. My highest readings reached 60.8 Mbps download with a smart PLDT server some 2 kilometers from my place, and the upload speed was 19.5 Mbps. I tried another server from Converge ICT just about 1 km away. Download was 54.3 and upload was 2.39. So I tried several areas in my studio apartment where to mount the modem router, but I settled to the second next highest area per my test. The area was with the highest readings was near the window as advised by PLDT, but it's not an ideal place for the device. Also, set the cellular signal to 4G only. This way, your modem will not connect to the slower 3G signal in your place. So next question, how is the data consumption? So I made several experiments with different scenarios just to check the data consumption of my devices that are being connected to the router. I'm using the actual cost monitoring through the PLDT app, not on the Wi-Fi setting site. For now, I have a Pro tablet, a phone, a smart TV, a smart induction stove, and an IP security camera connected to the Wi-Fi modem router. So to summarize my experiments, I estimated that I am consuming about 3 gigabytes a day. That's the highest. So if my prepaid load is the FAM load 199 with a 12 gigabytes open access and 1 gigabyte daily for video for YouTube, then I would consume the allocation in just about 4 days. So in a month, I will be consuming 7 FAM load 199. And it will cost me about 1,400 to 1,500 a month. I have an option to subscribe instead to FAM load 1499 for 100 gigabytes open access and 30 gigabytes for YouTube in a month. I think it's fine. So it depends upon your consumption. However, on my first day, I recorded a 5.7 gigabytes consumption. Maybe it was because I was still experimenting at that time. So the biggest load in my daily chores now is my cell phone, which I am using for Zoom meetings. I have 4 Zoom meetings Monday to Friday and at least once on Saturday and Sunday. And today I have 5 Zoom meetings. And each meeting will last about 30 minutes to an hour. So today 3 meetings is we're almost 3 hours. We're almost an hour each. So video streaming like Zoom consumes a lot of internet data. According to reviews.org, Zoom meetings consume somewhere 540 MB and 1.62 gigabytes per hour. And that's between 9 MB and 27 MB per minute. But that's only for one-on-one Zoom, meaning you're only talking to one person. But if it's a group Zoom meetings, which I am attending every day, the consumption is between 810 MB and 2.4 gigabytes per hour, or between 13.5 MB and 40 MB per minute. So aside from the Zoom meetings, my phone is used for Viber messages for work, plus Facebook and other apps. And for YouTube, the FAM load has a daily 1 gigabyte data allocation, which is enough for me. So for today, I've checked my record. I consume about 1.5 gigabytes. So it would depend on your day-to-day works. Now, so what is the workaround for this? The workaround here is if you cannot stop using smart appliances at home, is the best way is to manage it. Either manually, meaning you unplug the devices when not in use, or use smart plugs to program when its smart appliance should connect to the internet. So the 1,400 to 1,500 prepaid load for about 84 gigabytes every month is not actually far from the lowest postpaid plan of 1,999, which they give you unlimited data. However, the lowest postpaid plan, it will only give you a maximum of 25 Mbps to 30 Mbps speed. So you must decide. Remember, if you are on a postpaid plan, you are limited to a certain speed but unlimited data allocation. If you are on a prepaid, on the other hand, you have an unlimited speed but you have a limited data allocation. So you have to choose which is bagay for you. Okay? So for me, I settled to the prepaid because I would rather have a fast internet connection than an unlimited data but with a lower speed. You can do more and you can work more, you can perform well if your speed is fast. So I decided I will continue using the prepaid Wi-Fi modem router by PLDT instead of having a fixed landline or fiber line connection. So that's all for now. Daghang salamat. Ako si Jun Tariman. Ayaw kalimot, please subscribe to my channel. I need your support to improve this channel. Click the alert button for you to be notified if any new video is coming to this channel. Daghang salamat.